Yeah, we bring reviews of your house. Talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house. Wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yes. Mark's hating on his fans. Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lion. Household a dangerous alliance. I am an diamond like Cody. And I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critique, and I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
My name is Brian Pillman Jr. And you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchison. That's Mikey Hutch. And we got a special guest for you. We got the ladies' man coming in here, returning guest Mike King in here, and we're talking everything professional wrestling. We give you that work when it comes to professional wrestling. You guys can listen to us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, where else? Himalaya. Oh, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere you guys are, we can get to you. Man, what a show! What a show! It's been incredible. We just saw it. We just saw the first shots fired at WWE. This was an incredible show. Michael, we just watched AEW Double or Nothing. What are you thinking coming off this show, bro?
Those crazy bastards did it.
Yowie wowie!
Those crazy bastards actually did it. They needed a grand slam, and call me biased. I could be wrong, as we've said before, and I'll say it again. It's all subjective.
Yeah.
But I had an absolute blast from the beginning to end.
Even the pre-show.
The pre-show.
Yeah.
The Rumble was great. Like, it was fun. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
And we're going to dive into multiple aspects of it here, I think, from the production to the stage to the matches themselves, the talent that was presented, the talent that was showcased, some new young faces, some very familiar faces showed up, some legends as well. I mean, a lot of moving parts here, a lot to digest, but I mean, let's go headstrong into it. We've been hyping this for a while, and you know, I think the chat room's going to start filling up here.
I think it's going to start coming up here soon.
If you guys want those pops, you
gotta get in here.
Better get in here.
Gotta get in here. Gotta get in here. You gotta do it.
Doing well, but y'all going to pass it over to Mike King over here.
Mike King,
Our
Mike
guest.
King. Our guest, our esteemed guest, our man on the inside. Truly appreciate him coming on this show. Mike, thank you for coming on. We appreciate your presence. And once again, as I always like to tell you guys when I talk to you wrestlers, thank you for everything that you do in the ring. But what was your thoughts from your perspective of tonight's show?
You know, Mike, thanks for having me on here again. Always fun to come on in your house. Definitely a inspirational and educational podcast. Definitely cover everything about wrestling, so that's what's fun about this podcast. Because it doesn't matter if it's a little indie show or if it's the Fed, WWE, or now AEW, which is what we're on here to talk about. The show by far was great from top to bottom. The matches were well put together. That was a great show. A lot of good surprises. Definitely the cliffhanger at the end, which we'll dig into in a little bit.
Sure.
They did what they needed to do. Professional setup. Everything looked great.
Oh, yeah.
My personal favorite of the night was Cody and Dustin. I'm sure we'll dig into that in a little bit too. Let these people get on here and ask some questions and not waste my time.
Oh, no. We're definitely going to have we're going to have a great time. We got plenty of time to talk.
It can be a slow burn, man. It's fine, you know.
We got plenty of time to talk.
It's not a race.
Guys, our
race.
chat is already starting to fill up. I want to
see
let you
that.
guys know here, we are talking about Double or Nothing, AEW's pay-per-view that just happened tonight at MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a great show, and we are, in fact, giving away prizes here tonight. We will be giving them out throughout the night. Remember, you have to be here in the chat to claim the prize. It was a great night tonight. Michael, what was one of your favorite parts coming out of the show? First thought. We're going first thought.
Everything just felt fresh.
Yeah.
It felt like they took every bit of that was great about old school wrestling and put a fresh coat of paint on it. Everything was clean. Everything was the production of it. It was everything anti WWE, but not in a we're just going to smack you in the face with it. Didn't do it out of spite.
That came later on the show.
That came later.
Oh, big facts.
That came later.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Oh my
Hot.
gosh. Oh my
Hot.
gosh. So
But,
man,
the production, man. The production is what I like. The announcing was great. An inspired Jim Ross.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Was refreshing to hear, and it was kind of hard to hear the announcing because we had a gathering here.
Yeah, we were talking, chatting, we were socializing, we were talking about wrestling.
Why anybody would take Jim Ross off the air, by all means, is just. I don't understand why somebody would do that. It's just absolutely ludicrous that somebody would take Jim Ross off the air.
Yeah.
He's absolutely the voice of wrestling, hands down. Nobody better.
Yep, I agree. You will not get an argument from me on that. And it was so great to hear a inspired Jim Ross. I mean, just the way he was calling it tonight, it just felt like his heart was in it. And I've listened, of course, no disrespect, but to Jim Ross, but there's been a couple of shows where I heard him at where he wasn't so inspired.
Well, the New Japan shows that he did. I mean, he was messing up the names. And that's not because I know he's went through a lot of stuff. Man.
Oh man,
but you could tell this. I think this reignited a lot of fire in him, a lot of passion in him, and it showed. It echoed in his voice tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim Ross added a lot to the show.
He sure did.
He added legitimacy. Because there was a lot of, going back, again, to touch on the Cody and Dustin thing, the emotion that was in that would have been, it was displayed well enough alone by the talent in the ring. But you had Jim Ross there.
Right, yeah.
To tell you the lyrics, so to speak.
Yeah.
So,
and it was such a recognizable voice. I mean, some of the names that we saw. I mean, and Jared's the one who brought it up. Mike King here. He said himself. He's like, "Is that Justin Roberts?" That was Justin Roberts. Mm-hmm. Identifiable face, identifiable name. I mean, they really did such a great job, Michael.
Justin, Earl Hebner.
Man, Earl Hebner.
Jim Ross, Justin, Earl Hebner. I mean, the guys that needed to be put on the show in the places just because they do a good job. I mean, just because you accidentally mess up somewhere, it shouldn't cost you your job. If it does, and you find a different one and just knock it out of the park, which everybody did tonight.
Oh, yeah. They did a great job, man. They did a great job, man. Watching this show, I just felt so inspired throughout the entire night. I mean, I went in there and of course there were some names that I had already seen, but a great part for me personally was just seeing some names that I wasn't super familiar with, but getting familiar with them. So let me ask this, and I'm going to start with the ladies' man, Mike King. I'm going to ask you a name that you had not seen before tonight, but you saw him tonight. Which one resonated with you?
Tonight, I would say that, trying to think back through the matches that just popped out at me here. Well, can I go to this one?
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead, please.
I'll go to this. A name that I wasn't familiar with and I was interested in seeing.
Sure.
But to me, didn't live up to the expectation, was a little sloppy, was the Nyla Rose.
Oh, yeah. I know we talked about that a lot.
I wanted to see the gimmick and see the wrestler there. And it seemed like they took
Kind of rushed out
Rose
there.
out of the match a little bit.
Yeah.
But Rose was very sloppy in the match, and I could see why. And the gimmick just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. I think the whole Wild Beast thing, it hasn't resonated with me yet. Maybe it'll take some time. Maybe if they keep digging at it. But yeah, my first impression on Nyla Rose is I just wasn't into it. And I understand, to make it perfectly clear, listen, I know about the transgender thing. That's irrelevant to me. The fact of the matter is this. When I saw her in the ring, I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't. Michael, a name that you had not saw tonight before that resonated with you.
Well, there was a few.
Yeah.
Oh, but that prick.
Oh, I knew it. I knew this guy was coming up. Please bring him up, bro.
Oh, what's his name?
MJF. That is
MJF.
Oh, yeah.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman of
This
the Dynasty.
Great gimmick.
Talk about setting the tone, not only for that man's character, like who he is, but for what AEW is going to bring to the table. Apparently, in general, it's like we're not going to pull any punches.
Yeah.
There was a man in the in the Rumble, the
Battle Royal, yeah.
the Battle Royal that had no legs.
Yeah, he didn't have any legs, bro.
Lieutenant Dan.
He referred to that man as Lieutenant Dan.
Dude, what a heel, bro.
Lieutenant Dan. And then he's flipping off the crowd, and I'm like, okay.
Double birds, bro.
And the promo that he cut later on.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So
He's going to be a star,
I'm
bro.
like, this is the type of heel that people are going to want to find him in the parking lot and choke him out with that bullshit Abercrombie a bitch scarf that he's got on.
Yep.
Like that guy is an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. MJF, man, he resonated with me in a major way. Now, I cheated a little bit on MJF because I saw him a little bit in MLW, so I kind of knew what was coming. But man, he was such an MVP throughout the night. I mean, just that heel that you just want to kick the shit out of. I mean, he went out there and made a joke about Bret Hart getting tackled at the Hall of Fame. I mean, this guy is money, and he's going to be a future player in AEW. Definitely Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Guys, this is a great show we're having right now. We got my man Hutch over here. We got my boy, the ladies' man, Mike King. Guys, this chat is starting to blow up. Jeff Murray is in the building. What is up? He said, what's up in the household? You already know what it is. AEW, Double or Nothing. That's what's up in the household. Hey, we got Laura P1. He's saying the unknown names for him that killed it were the Japanese ladies in the 6 tag match.
Facts.
They were great. They were great.
They were really good.
That match was so smooth.
Yeah, it was smooth.
Like
it was smooth.
butter. Like it was so good. Like I just I sat back, like I don't even think I conversed with you guys that much during that.
No.
I just sat back and I enjoyed that.
You were
match.
enjoying it, yeah.
It was one that wasn't even on my radar, but coming out of it, I was thoroughly impressed.
Oh man.
Because again, everything was just so. I mean, again, just so smooth.
Yes, it was crisp. It was crisp, and I'm looking here for the card because I want to make sure that I'm saying all the names properly here.
Right.
The 6 ladies?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're right here.
Oh, you got it there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aja Kong,
Okay.
Yaka Sakazaki, Emi Sakura,
Okay.
Kuru Shida, Raiho Abi,
Hobby? Okay.
yeah, and Raiho Mizunami.
Okay, so a few different names there, and they did have a great match. Now, I'll be the first to say I really didn't know anybody in this match, but
Nobody.
I've seen Aja Kong work before.
I've heard that name.
Yeah.
I've heard that name.
She's been around Japan for a long time.
Yeah? Okay. Man, when I saw her, I was like, wow, she looks, man, different. Different.
She's unique.
She's unique, yeah,
she stands
man.
out. She definitely stands
and that's
out.
a good thing, man. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
At all.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing to stand out.
But women, though, talking about the women, there was a woman that returned that I was absolutely thrilled about.
Oh, yes. Tell him who it was, bro.
Well, someone who is going to make their women's division a little bit more awesome,
Yeah.
as it were. Miss Awesome Kong made her triumphant return.
Yes,
and
so happy to see
Good
her.
to see her back.
Oh, for sure.
Great, she looked fantastic.
Yeah.
First off,
I
and
did a Heroes and Legends show with her. She was an awesome person.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
nice.
That's
nice.
freaking cool.
And I bet she's a really she seems like just a super nice person. Like. Yeah, I mean, she plays this monster. I mean, she's this monster in the ring. When that bell goes off, it's on.
Yeah, yep. That's the cool thing about wrestlers, bro. Is they just turn it off and on, and they know when to do it. And they're just some of the coolest people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, it's the art, dude. That's what I love about it so much.
For sure, man. For sure, man. This show was incredible. Oh my gosh.
Well, they did it. I think they had something for everybody.
Yeah.
Feel free if there's anything out there. I mean, again, Mike here, pointed out, something that he wasn't quite a fan of as far as Nyla Rose and that kind of thing. But
sure.
I find it hard to point out anything that I really didn't like.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, the show. I can't tell you anything else that I didn't like about the show. I think it was solid. The matches was solid. The talent they had on the card was solid, absolutely. And then the last half of the show was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh man. That card ramped up pretty fast.
That second half.
Oh, that second half was intense.
The pacing of the entire card was
really
excellent.
Really well.
But that's
can I just throw in there? Man, it was so great to see Brian Pillman Jr. to see him in that
with that glorious Kentucky waterfall that he had.
Oh
on
my
his
goodness,
dome. Bro! It was great.
It was great.
That battle royal had so many fun moments in it overall.
It really did, man. And for me, it was cool seeing Brian Pillman on there because he's plugged the show, and you know what I mean. You hear him in the very beginning of this show, and he's plugging the show there, and that's really cool, man. And then now he's part of the Hart Foundation and MLW, and man, it's just freaking cool, man. I was so happy to see him because, I remember, following him, through Facebook when he was starting up or whatever. He's like, okay, I've decided I'm going to do it. And he just come up, and he's good, man. That dude's going to be a star, and I was happy to see him. I was so happy to see him.
Yeah. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
It was just good stuff.
Oh, yeah. It was a good opportunity for him. You know what I mean? It was a good opportunity. And... man, that's a guy that I actually would. I'd like to talk to him one day. I'd like to talk to him one day.
I don't see why we can't make that happen.
I would hope so, man. I would hope so.
There's no guarantees here because, as you know, there's really no absolutes in this game.
Right.
But
it may be popping up in Muncie.
Well, you heard it here. Maybe. Right. Stay tuned, household.
Stay tuned. Let's check some comments here.
Jericho says, you bunch of marks.
You bunch of marks. Jeff says, this event was spectacular and a filling out process. He said he agrees with Laura about the commentating and finding it. He said, don't sleep on the best friends either. He's hugging everybody. The best friends, Trent Beretta and Chucky T.
I was going to say, when you asked me earlier about guy or guys or talent that was on the card that stuck out, I was going to say the best friends.
Oh, okay.
They did a real good job.
Yeah.
Definitely stuck out.
They're a good team, man. They're definitely a good team. And it was awesome. I mean, just the way that this show went. Okay, let's go ahead and unpack something here. Let's unpack Cody versus Dustin.
Oof.
Yep.
Cody versus Dustin, my personal favorite of the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my favorite of the night, and I mean, it could just be because of the story behind all of it or whatnot, but I think they did a phenomenal job inside the ring as well, telling their story.
Sure did.
Obviously, a lot of respect goes out to those guys, and they were doing it for their dad. The great story behind it. The match was phenomenal. A lot of intensity in the match. I think they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Definitely started getting emotional there towards the end, but they swerved us again. So thanks a lot, Cody and Dustin and AEW, for swerving all of us.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree because I thought it was a retirement.
Yep.
I thought it was a retirement, and man, they gave me those feels. I'll talk a little bit about it, but Michael, where was you at with Dustin versus Cody?
Well, a lot of moving parts in this, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and let's just talk about the not so subtle shot that was fired right across the bow of Triple H's face when Cody came out. I mean, with the sledgehammer thing and the throne and all that. I mean, and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, what a moment
that was insane.
There's a lot of history there too, though, guys. I mean, from Cody being in the Fed, and some of the holdbacks, and Cody not quote being good enough, to be one of the key players.
Yeah,
I mean, to come out and make a statement like that was absolutely extraordinary, and I'm happy for Cody for doing that. I mean, it is a hey, guys, look at me now.
Yeah,
look what we're doing.
He has a chip on his shoulder.
We're coming at you.
Oh yeah.
Boy, are they.
That was a direct shot.
Oh, that was definitely a direct shot.
All the other shots that have been Hall of Fame, them shooting off the hip at the Hall of Fame about AEW, and then all of them going back and forth. Cody and the Bucks going back and forth on it as well.
Yeah,
but that was a direct shot. Couldn't have done anything more direct than that.
Oh yeah. There was some symbolism in there, but it was definitely a direct coming straight for your head shot. And Michael said it earlier to me, and I didn't agree 4 months ago, but I agree now. We got a war in our hands. I think we're going to have a war in our hands.
The war's on.
I hope so.
The war's on. And it's going to be very interesting because, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because they were watching this at WWE.
Man.
They were.
Yeah.
And they probably, were just probably like, whatever, fuck you. You know what I mean? Just like, whatever. But, again, it's not just what Cody did. That was just great in and of itself. But just overall, this show just came out swinging on every possible way that it could. The men, the women, everybody. Even the silly comedy spots even hit. Yeah. At least with me.
Yeah.
Glacier froze a guy.
He froze somebody, bro. What the hell? He froze a guy.
And you know what? Call me a hypocrite. Because, you know what? If WWE would have done that, I'd be like, oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if it... You know what I mean? It is true because if WWE would have did that, that's funny. It would have been something I hated, but for some reason, the fact that it was there at that moment in time in that battle royal.
Yeah, but you're not. But let's face it, we're negative on WWE.
Yeah,
like I don't hate the WWE, and I don't want to hate the WWE, but they've just burned me so many times that it's hard to feel positive. You know what I mean? Like they make it hard.
We've been hurt before, you assholes.
Man, heartbroken so many different times, and it's just tonight was a breath of fresh air, bro.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, tonight was a breath of fresh air. I mean, just the image of Cody and Dustin just bleeding out.
My man,
bleeding out. I mean, come on, and then Brandy Rhodes was incredible with the great spear.
On the outside, yeah.
On the outside,
absolutely.
my good,
excellent.
She's working now. I mean, it was a great show, and then the ending, man, made me feel all the feels. I mean, dude is about to his voice break and say he needs his older brother. I'm like, man,
and I'm all like, why do you got to say it like that, man?
The story that should have been told years ago in the WWE, but they wouldn't have done it right, and they got it right tonight. Cody and Dustin really did do a great job, and it was just a feel-good story. Man, what an amazing night it's been.
Cody and Dustin as Cody and Dustin.
Yes, thank you.
And that's why it worked.
That is why it worked. Let's check some comments here. See, we got Nick Kupel coming in. The first person to claim the shirt. He was the first person to be seen in your house shirt. We love you, bro. We love you, bro. And it is, he says, I honestly bet Vince didn't watch a second of it. Now, Steph and Trips, I bet they did. What do you think, Mike King?
I have a different view on that.
Okay. Okay.
I think every executive from WWE watched that.
You think so?
And I think they were told to watch it. Ooh. Because if you guys think that Vince didn't watch WCW when it was the Monday Night Wars to see what was going on with your competition, you have to. I know a lot of people say, oh, AEW is just starting up, it's not competition, blah, blah, blah. Well, they just made a hell of a statement tonight. Oh, yeah. And if anybody doesn't think that they're competition, they have another thing coming. When you sell out the MGM room there in 4 minutes, that's nothing to mess with there. You got to think that they're competition. Yeah, they got a TNT deal. Boom, that's competition. They're going mainstream with TV and everything. Yeah, so they're competition. I 100% wholeheartedly agree, or not agree, but wholeheartedly think that everybody was watching that to see what was going on. I mean, obviously they're already watching because of the changes they're trying to make with WWE. Yeah. I mean, the AEW publicly promoted and posted that they got the TNT deal. What was that about? That was saying, hey, WWE, we got a main TV deal right before their pay-per-view. Yep. Meaning that Vince and all those guys are going to be paying attention to AEW to see what the hell is going on because they have a TV deal coming at them. Yep.
I agree with that. We got Nick Cooper here, and this is an opinion that I'm going to throw at Michael here because he was talking about it. The reason why the glacier spot worked here is because the match was goofy to start with, and it lasted all of 10 seconds. WWE would have spent a good minute on it. What do you think?
Fair point. Just enough.
Yeah,
it was just enough. Yep. Because it was just one of those when I was watching, you know what, Nick, you're right, bro. Yeah. You know what, I'm gonna say your money on that. I'm not gonna say that because you bought a shirt. It helps, but I'm not gonna say it's because you bought a shirt.
But Donovan, buy a shirt.
And for the rest of y'all, Donovan,
buy a shirt,
greedy, bro. Buy a shirt for fuck's sake.
Buy a shirt, bro.
Nobody's given me a shirt yet. So.
Right. We're working on it,
bro. We got to pull some strings, bro.
We need that in your house payment plan.
Hey! Hold your string back there, pal. But anyway, no, and I'll say back to Nick. That's actually a good point. Yeah. Because when it happened, I'm like, holy shit, did he just freeze it? He froze him. Yeah. And then it was over.
Yep, and that was just over, yeah.
It was over, and then it was on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You're right. Boom. That's why it works.
Spot on.
And again, thanks for the shirt.
Oh, yeah, no, most definitely. Thanks for buy another shirt.
Right. Buy another shirt, bro.
Yeah. Shirts.
Right, get a shirt.
Just get some shirts, man. We're having a great time here.
Now I'm just thinking of, Nick, sitting in a picture, with him, 30 of our shirts on at the same time.
He could take one of those, fast motion videos of him taking off multiple different in-your-house shirts.
I like it. Nick, do this.
Do it. Buy the shirts.
Yeah, buy the shirts.
Buy a shirt.
That's really greedy. Anyway, let's move on.
Hey,
Thank you, Nick.
Hey, guys, we're having a great time here. We are here talking about Double or Nothing, AEW, talking to you, man, Hutch, to you, man, Mike King, and, of course, your boy Khan here. Man, it was a great, great show, and, man, we saw so much new talent, different talent. I had the opportunity to talk to Sean McMahon, go back and listen to that episode of the OWE. We saw a lot of OWE talent. One thing that we were discussing during the show is some of the moves that we saw. We saw some moves that we hadn't really seen here in the States here, and OWE is doing it. And that is one thing that Sean McMahon emphasized on is the new moveset that OWE is bringing, that they do there in China and they're bringing it here to the States. I'm gonna throw this one to Mike King. Seeing new moves, what is that going to do for mainstream wrestling to see some of those newer, fast-paced moves? Because the business is evolving into a fast-paced, just like a lot of other sports. Football is getting faster, basketball is getting faster, pro wrestling is getting faster. What's it going to mean for wrestling to see some of these new, innovative moves?
It can't do no wrong seeing these new moves. I mean, some of the stuff that they experiment over there with and are breaking loose on and trying it, everybody's going to have to adapt to these new moves because they are going to get out, especially with a stage like AEW bringing guys in from everywhere.
Yeah.
I mentioned that during the show, that how awesome is it that this is a big international thing. I mean, WWE brings in different people and whatnot, but not to the extent that AEW just did.
Yeah.
They're bringing in top people from organizations from overseas.
Yeah.
And not just WWE affiliated organizations. That's the cool thing, and if I ever get a chance to go over there, I'll take whatever moves that they got.
Man.
I'd love to work over there and have some fun.
Oh man, that'd be great. Mike King over there in OWE, that'd be a great opportunity.
Book it, Sean.
Book it. Make it happen. We want Mike King there, guys. This has been a great show so far. And like we said before, we're gonna be giving away some Funko Pop figures. Make sure you guys are here in the chat. We're about to give our first one out here. Mr. Mike King, could you bring up that generator, please?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we go, y'all. Here we go. We're giving away the third prize. And while my man, the ladies' man, Mike King, is bringing that up, I want to let you guys know that we are giving away the third prize right now. I hope you guys are ready. Be ready in the chat. We have given you 30 minutes. This has been a 30-minute podcast so far, and I want to let you guys know that we are now giving away the first prize, so come and claim it here in the chat. The first one is the American Nightmare Cody. That's what we're raffling off here. So, we have a list here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a list here of all people that shared, that reacted, and tagged a friend on the Facebook post. Now we are giving away our first Funko Pop. Michael, can I get a drum roll of some sort, please?
All right, let me see what I can do here.
Okay, all right.
Never played it.
By the way, guys, we're using random.org, so everything is completely random. There's no drawing out of a hat. There's no
none of that.
Any rigged stuff. It's
Nope.
random.org. You guys can go on there and see how it works. We're using them. There was 27 people, so here we go.
Yeah, here we go. All right, give me the drum roll.
Because
here.
like everything we keep it from here, so.
Number 16.
Number 16. Our first winner is Destiny Irwin. Destiny Irwin.
But the question is she listening?
Are
right
you
now?
listening? We will give you a chance to claim your prize. We are going to give you an opportunity to claim your prize. Destiny Irwin. Of course, that is that we do know them. They're part of the household.
They are part of the household.
They're part of the household.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
So let's get an opportunity. Let's give her an opportunity here to claim her prize. We're going to give her some time here to claim her prize. That's how we're going to do it. We're fair here. We're fair here in your house. So we're going to continue the conversation. But as
you
we all
guys
know,
don't listen and don't claim your prize, I'm taking all three of them to my gimmick table.
he's just going to go take them, bro. So come on.
And
Come on, get these.
and what are we gonna do? Are we gonna stop him?
No.
I feel like we're gonna be catching a couple super kicks if we attempted that. So I'm not
good
gonna
on
try to
that.
stop him.
Con's familiar with them.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm too familiar. It's scary.
I'll take one if you buy a shirt though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
work
I'll
something
give
out.
you one if
Sure.
you give me a shirt.
Oh, you can some shirts.
Shirt.
Gotta get this man.
I'm
a
not
shirt.
sure how we win, but you know what? If he's wearing one of our shirts, I'll do it.
I know. Yeah, we
There
just
we
gotta
go.
get him. a
There we
shirt.
go. Book it.
Sure.
Book
Book
it.
it.
Book it. Oh man, guys, it was a great show, and man, just so much stuff going on. So many names that came there, and
Taylor,
guys,
wake up.
oh, you better wake up over there.
This is
I am
important
up.
shit.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to be commenting on this shit.
Sorry, the head of the household was sleeping.
Ooh, she's knocked out. Ooh.
But don't sleep on this 5-star podcast.
Don't worry, guys. She was trying to sleep during the AEW show too.
How do I win?
I closed my eyes.
That's what you do when you sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I have 3 children I gotta run after.
They're crazy. We're giving her opportunity. We're still. Meet me in the ring, ladies, man, from Jeff Murray.
Shit.
Book it.
Book it.
We got a feud brewing here.
I think we have a feud.
Hey,
I think we got a feud.
Have it.
Yours and Mike's King has to be a trailer match, though.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I'll tell you exactly how to live your life.
Why's it gotta be that?
Why not?
That's a good point.
Great point there. Great point, guys.
Valid
Double or
points are
nothing.
valid.
Double or nothing, guys.
Man.
This was a huge show. We're talking about it here tonight. Another thing that I wanted to touch on. There was a lot to touch on. So many things. So I guess I'll ask this. I'm going to ask this to Hutch over here first. Did you miss Pac?
I don't mean any disrespect to him because I like Pac. I do. I don't like whatever apparently happened here.
Yeah.
With it, but I like him. But no, I don't think the card hurt without him.
Right.
They sure it was some bullshit. It was some staleness that they had to deal with. But let's face it, we all know that staleness was going to happen at some point.
Oh yeah.
And I think they worked well with it.
Yeah.
They would put Hangman in the Battle Royal.
Yeah,
having him win.
Having him win it, yep. It covered up nicely.
It did cover up nicely. And if you ask me, it did kind of... I don't want to take away from Jericho and Omega because that match was awesome.
Yeah.
But it kind of told me who was going to win that match, if you ask me, because Heyman's supposed to be the good guy going into this.
Oh, yeah.
And as Cody Rhodes so eloquently said on the YouTube channel, that man is a fucking horse.
He's a horse.
He's a fucking horse.
He's a horse.
So... And I like Hangman, and that he decapitated MJF.
Yeah, with that lariat.
That what did he do? The flip over.
Yeah, the
lariat?
flip over into the lariat. That was
smoked
nuts.
him.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cody Rhodes, did you see the ref tried to fuck on Baker? Trying to count the 3 early. Oh my goodness!
Right. There was that.
There was that.
That ref, quote unquote, tried to fuck on her.
Oh man. Oh, we got Drake Kennedy in here. He says
he's a jobber.
Can't remember a pay-per-view where I felt fully satisfied with damn near everything.
Facts.
Super refreshing show.
Facts.
Oh man.
Could agree more,
Agreed.
kid. Could agree more.
The buckshot lariat. That's what it was called. The buckshot lariat. I enjoy it.
You're really earning that T-shirt there, Nick.
He is. He's earned his money there, man. Guys, we're having a great time.
Fuck on me.
Fuck on me.
I love that so much.
Oh, guys, we're having a great time. We're going to give Destiny 5 more minutes. Five more minutes.
And it goes to the gimmick table.
Yeah.
And we're going to draw another name.
Yeah, we have to draw another number.
So, but we will make sure that it is not 16. 16 will be out of the loop.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the randomizer, if it pulls up 16 again, there may be a problem.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about,
We're not talking about Sephiroth. We're not talking about Sephiroth. Ooh, guys. Okay, next topic here that I wanted to talk about. How about Bret Hart showing up?
Love it.
Oh,
I would have loved it more if you'd actually
Respect.
found the hard camera when he held up that title.
that's all right.
But I love when he was like, "They're gonna be fighting for the title
in a month,
or
a couple of months."
Fuck if I know.
Anyway, I love
here's
Bret
the title
so much.
You bunch of marks. It was great. It was great to see Bret.
Yeah,
there.
it was great to see him.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I was so shocked to see him.
And another face I was shocked to see, Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP's awesome.
Paige making a little cameo.
Yeah, a little cameo out there. Yeah, DDP is
He didn't want to do much, but he made his
right.
presence.
Yep,
I mean,
that's all right.
He's definitely part of the Rhodes family. That's for sure.
And again, just to stay, as I said on the pre-show, ahead of the curve, this show did not need CM Punk either.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I got covered everywhere. Every aspect was covered. He didn't have to be there. He did not have to be there. Do got somebody back there snoring? I think there's somebody back there just straight snoring.
I think that's my wife. Like there's important stuff. I'm not gonna wake her up though.
Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that.
The thing about that stuff is though, no, the show didn't need anything else. I mean, it was great. No. So that just leads for more surprises later on down the road.
Sure.
See if Punk does want to come back to wrestling. I highly agree that he'll probably go back. He'll come back to wrestling there before he will WWE.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God,
why wouldn't he? You know,
he could do his own thing.
Right.
He could do his own thing. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's what he wanted to do. At the whole time, is just do his own thing. Now let's talk about the AEW title belt design. Michael, you satisfied with it?
I am. It's a very... I don't know if this is an accurate way to convey what I'm trying to say. A sporty looking title. I don't want to say it's like UFC-esque. I believe Mike said that while we were watching it, but so I don't want to step on that. I'm sorry if I did, but that's kind of what I thought when, I tried to see it when, with all due respect, Bret Hart was trying to hold it up towards the ramp instead of the hard camera.
Yeah.
But it looks like an awesome title, and boy, if the Universal title didn't look like hammered shit before, it does now, because it looks like a toy compared to the AEW Championship. And I think more importantly, they're going to make that title mean something.
I can't remember exactly what title it looks like, and I'm trying to find it. If I find it before the show's off, I'll tell you guys. But it looks like an old school, like back in the, I don't know, maybe 70s or 80s old school heavyweight title that I'm trying to find a picture of. I'll let you guys know if I find that. I like the look of it.
I want to say it's like
I think it's brilliant.
I want to say it's an old like NWA title. I think that you're talking about. But
No,
I'm
NWA
not
has great
sure.
titles.
But yeah, I think you're right around as far as like the 70s go. That time frame. I kind of like thought as far as the shape of it goes, it put me in the mind of that. What was that title in Lucha Underground that had like the medallions that all went into
Oh, yes. What was that title? I know exactly what you're talking about.
like it was like the Dragon Ball Z title or
Oh,
some shit.
the Dragon Ball
Like,
Z
where
title.
you had to gather like all 7 of the gimmicks to put it together, and
Oh, what was that?
Oh, yeah, I
And
know
it
what
had
you're
like money in the bank rules or
yeah,
something.
because
like
like
that.
I think I'm just saying that just as far as like the shape of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you could pull up a image of it. Not that the people will be able to say, well, Google it, you guys. Like,
Just Google it.
and if you guys know the name of the title that I'm talking about, like throw it out there. But that's kind of what it reminded me of. Well,
the Gift of the Gods Championship.
Gift to the Gods Championship. Well, I don't know. Now that I'm seeing it, maybe
Yeah.
I kind of retract. Well, as far as shape goes, but not. I don't know.
To me, it kind of looked like, the AEW Championship kind of looked like the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
I thought that a little bit as well, as far as the way they had the AEW logo letters on the center of it. It looked good, though.
I think it looked good. Let us know what he got. Ooh, that is a title.
There it is.
Look at that.
That is
What is that?
the North American Wrestling Championship from Mid-South.
Oh, and it was Laura P1. It was Laura P1 who said the Gift of the Gods title. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, we got the best household here, bro.
Man,
we got the best household here.
Man. They know their
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is her time up?
Her time is up, so we're going to draw again.
Sorry, Destiny.
We're sorry. We definitely wanted to give it to you, but we got to keep pushing here.
The game's that way, so let's
So
get
here we
another
go.
drum roll here. So, and we got another number.
21. Andrew Reynolds. We will give you time to claim your prize.
Gimmick table's looking better.
It's looking better and better and better.
Man.
This is only for third place?
This is only for third place, yeah.
Shit.
She didn't come and claim it.
Right.
She got to claim it.
It was just out there chilling. She could have got it.
You'd wake up over there, you'd know.
Right. There it is.
I'm following on here, asshole.
Oh man, it's getting hot over here.
She's holding the chat down right now.
You're definitely going to have to hit the explicit button on this one.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Anytime your face is on something, we have to.
Wow.
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh yes, she did.
Here,
no, she
I'll
did.
educate you on this just like I educated you on the entire AEW show. This is a podcast. There's no video.
Oh my goodness. Oh, here comes Miss Fabulosity.
Educate me. You just wanted to be smart after trying to tell me shit already. It's definitely, honey, he puts out pictures of people on the internet of who he's doing a podcast with. So, yeah, we're going to have to put the explicit button on it because y'all face is going to be on there.
Oh, wow. Man, this is what Double or Nothing brings, bro.
Saucer of milk table, too.
My goodness.
The claws are out.
Guys, this was a great show. Great show. We're talking about Double or Nothing. We got a whole lot to talk about here, man. A whole lot to talk about that we haven't even covered yet. It was a huge show, man. Huge show. I mean, we finally got a chance to see the Young Bucks get back in the ring against the Lucha Brothers. Man, that was a fun match.
What a match, and I kind of didn't expect the Bucks to go over there.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
It was one of those, I was okay with either outcome. I was just along for the ride.
Yeah.
I love Pentagon and the crowd doing the Ciro Miro thing like with him. And like,
yeah. The crowd was into it.
Mm-hmm. The crowd was definitely into it.
Like that dude was over. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that, and everybody was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and even the people that people didn't most likely know.
Yeah.
Or have only seen a little bit.
I can see why it happened, because I believe for Matt and Nick to drop those titles was going to be back in Mexico.
That's
true.
Yeah,
good point.
That's true.
Good point. Jeff Murray brought up the double sharpshooter that they did during the match.
Looked great.
I liked
stuff.
it. It was good stuff.
Good stuff.
Well executed.
Brett gave it a solid 4 out of 10.
Kupel says, what did you guys think of the Super Smash Bros. Destroying the Best Friends? I think it was great seeing Angelico and Jack Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
definitely
cool.
Good seeing them.
I'll tell you another thing that was cool was this Luchasaurus guy. Like,
yeah.
Back to,
no, we can bounce wherever we want, bro.
Yeah,
we're just talking and having fun, bro.
Like the look, that mask was cool, and
yeah, the mask was cool, and he was cut, dude, and huge.
Yeah, like he stood out. I'm not too
Definitely
sold on the name. I'm not familiar with the gimmick.
Right. I saw him a couple of times in Ring of Honor,
but I want to see more of him.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe their version of Kane. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I mean,
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's hard telling, man. It's hard telling. But what I loved, man, was just organic, new. It was all new. It wasn't just a bunch of former WWE guys. I mean, it was just new, organic talent being brought up, given an opportunity, giving you a reason to care about them. It felt good. It felt right. You know what I mean? The Young Bucks did their thing. They had a really fun match with the Lucha Brothers. I mean, it was high-flying, kick-ass action. And the crowd was into it. That was possibly my match of the night. I mean, it was a huge. I mean, and it was a really long match too. And shout out to Nick and Matt Jackson for everything that they've had to do to organize the show. And they haven't really. I mean, how do you find time to train and organize the biggest show that you're gonna put on? And you guys still are putting on long matches, and they looked good. They were crisp. Mm-hmm. I mean. The Jacksons, man, I freaking love those guys. Really do.
Great
really
talent.
do. Yeah, absolutely. So we had the Jacksons go over. The Jacksons went over, and now they're keeping the AAA championships. That's going to be interesting. And one thing that I liked about that was how those titles felt important. They made those titles feel important in that match. And I just... They just did so much right, Michael.
They did. I mean, they made everything mean something. And here is an example that proves that they made, everything mean something. How many times did they shoot to the crowd? And you saw the looks on everybody's faces.
Yep.
The look of shock during every near fall.
Yeah.
Or every, like whenever there'd be like a high spot, some crazy impactful move. Or, when you got Dustin bleeding the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, dripping blood.
Like, you got people, like, going, oh, my God. Like, they were... And, yes, in WWE, they do this as well, but you may see that in one match.
Yeah.
They were able to do that in damn near every single match, at the very least, in the latter half of the card.
Yeah.
And I'll say it... This may be an ongoing theme here, but this is the caliber of stuff that they're going to start bringing every week starting in October... WWE is going to be fine in the grand scheme of things, but they never watch their ass because AEW is coming.
Oh man, they're definitely coming. They are definitely coming. I mean, it was just a great show. Great show. Let us go ahead and not getting a response here, so we're going to raffle off one more time here. Let's get it done.
Going again?
You were going to go again? Yep.
All right.
I'm going to give you guys some prizes here.
9.
This time we got 9. Alexander A.J. Eldridge. If you are in the chat, make yourself identifiable, and we will get you your prize. We will get you your prize. So don't worry about that. We're talking about Double or Nothing. Great show. Great show. Man, there was so much action going on. So much great things going on. Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Alpha versus Omega 2. Michael, what were you thinking about that?
Those two beat the brakes off of each other.
Yeah, they did.
First off. And Jericho, yeah, he's getting, older, so to speak. You can say whatever, but he can still go.
Yeah,
there was one spot, I think it was one of the lion salts that Jericho did where he came down on Omega's face.
Yeah.
Or they hit heads or something, and so
he was doing the lion salt.
Okay, yeah.
And then met heads. It was kind of ugly.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty. So I was a little bit worried about that. But they put on a hell of a match. And the tables were different looking. But I didn't mind those either.
Oh.
But
yes.
He just... Jeff sharing the... we're all going to give Jeff the shine here. He shared a... picture on the Facebooks of Vince rocking an AEW shirt. If you can't beat him, join him, huh? There, pal.
Oh man. I'm telling you, this was such a huge show. Chris Jericho looked great. He stepped on the mic. He's still a heel's heel, doing a great job at that. I mean, he's going. He's challenging. He's going to be challenging for the AEW championship against Hangman Adam Page, and that is going to be a good match. But another match that got set up at the end of the night, it looked like we saw it happen, guys. We saw him leave the WWE. We saw him drop Dean Ambrose altogether. Dean Ambrose is dead because we got Jon Moxley, and Jon Moxley debuted in AEW. Mike King, what'd you think when you saw Mox coming out through the crowd?
Knew that it was a possibility.
Yeah.
Mox wanted to do his own thing.
Yeah.
John's a great guy.
Yeah.
From the area and whatnot. John's just a great guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he definitely wants to do his own thing. So to be able to be on a huge platform to do his own thing, I mean, to me, it was a shoe-in that he was going to be there. But in what capacity? I think they did a great job with him being the surprise at the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
And leave that cliffhanger on what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Man, it was great. It was great. Michael, when you saw Mox coming out, you saw what he was coming out and doing. He was just dirty deeds on everybody, and then it turned into a brawl. With Kenny Omega. What are you thinking about Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley?
It's not a feud that jumped out at me going into this.
Yeah.
But coming out of it, coming out of Double or Nothing, I'm ready to see it.
Me too.
I'm ready to see it. I think it'll be a fun dynamic. It'll be interesting to see those two styles mesh with each other.
Yes.
And Kenny can work with anybody, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
So yeah, I of course I think the build, and that's always what's important in this, right?
Oh yeah,
is the build of the fight is going to be great because Moxley going to be able to go unfiltered, and just be himself. I think it's going to be good stuff.
I think so too, man. I think so too. Laura P1 says this show did what it needed to do. It left the fans wanting more. I have to agree with that, man. I have to agree with that. It was a great show. Just so much action going on, and it was just great. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed seeing Jon Moxley. Really enjoyed everything that happened with this show. There's so much. I think we pretty much covered everything for the most part, though.
Yeah, I think that pretty much encompassed the whole show. I mean, as a whole, and it was, again, it was everything they needed to do. It was just enough.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Because
Jeff Murray, I think, agrees with me.
Oh, did he post that? He did. He did. Oh, man, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Man, there was just so much. There was just so much. It's just a stacked show and a whole lot to talk about. But like I said, I think we did a pretty good job of pretty much covering everything. We got to get rid of these Funko Pops. We got to get rid of them. So, I want to do things a little bit differently because we did not have, we didn't have people claiming, and there are people that are in this chat.
right.
That deserve a prize. So what we are going to do is this. We're going to reduce our list here because I want to give prizes out. We're reducing our list to anybody that has been in this chat because I want to give these prizes out. So we are going to reduce it down to 1, Jeff Murray, 2, Laura P1, Nick Koopel. Let's see here. Kayla's in there, so she deserves a shot. Let's see.
I think if you give one to your wife, bro, you're going to have heat.
Oh, I know. Drake Kennedy.
She's sleeping anyway, so she's
She's asleep. Drake Kennedy.
Sounds like a bear humping a chainsaw back there.
Your wife.
Oh.
I stand by what I said.
And Daniel Wilder.
What was that, 5 people?
Yep.
All right, so that's what we're doing.
Yep. So, we're going to reduce it down here. And where's my pen? Here it is. We're going to set it up. So, we have got Jeff. We have got Laura Wilder. Let's see here. Do I got Nick here? I do not. Nick Koopel. We did have some activity here. Anybody who dropped in. Drake Kennedy. He definitely dropped in, so we saw that. Everybody who's been here. Let us see. Who are we going to bring in? And yeah, that's 5 people. Looks like that is everybody. So let's go ahead. Let's do it. First name here is 1. And 1 is Laura P1.
Yay!
He gets the Cody Funko Pop. So we're going to make sure that we get that to you. We put it to the side here.
And we thank you for being here, man.
Most definitely. We appreciate you. Take him off the list there.
You just made it off the list.
You made it off the list. And that is going to be Laura P1. So, Laura, we have got you down for a Funko Pop figure. So we hope that you enjoy it, bro. We hope that you enjoy it. You're going to be getting Cody. So appreciate you enjoying, coming and doing the movement. We appreciate you, bro. You got the American Nightmare. No, thank you a ton, bro. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and give off the second prize here. So 1 is cut off the list. Give us another one here.
And we got
4.
4 is Nick Koopel. Nick, you get Kenny Omega. Yeah. Hey, that's going to be great for you, man.
So now he's going to be able to take a picture of himself in like 37 of our shirts with the Kenny Omega pop.
Yes, and that's going to be awesome, man. That is going to be awesome. So we got the last one here, the grand prize.
Is everybody still on? The people that you mentioned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They are still there. So we are giving away the grand prize here. We're giving away the 2-pack special of the Young Bucks.
Not to be confused with Tupac, but I digress.
Haha.
And we got 3.
3 is Jeff Murray. Yes, sir, Jeff Murray. And you have got the Young Bucks. There you go, bro. really hope that you enjoyed and appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man, because it was a great show tonight, and I was just so happy to be able to discuss it with you guys. I mean, what a show. It was just awesome. They did a great job. I mean, across the board. So I'm gonna go across the line here and get final thoughts on the show. I'm gonna start it off with Michael. What are your final thoughts overall now that you've watched that show? The dust has settled a little bit. Where are you at with Double or Nothing, AEW's pay-per-view tonight? Go on, bro.
Well, man, I'll say this. I'm where I was hoping I would be. I want to see more, and I think that's the important thing coming out of this. I want to see more. Yeah, I want to see where the story goes with Omega and Moxley. It was just good stuff.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
Yeah,
and I want to see how WWE's gonna respond to this.
For sure.
They'll probably, just because they're set in their ways, they'll keep on pushing.
Yeah,
just do what they do.
For sure.
But if they do that for too long,
they could be in trouble, bro.
They could be, because this set the standard for what they're going to bring to the table.
Right.
And again, if this is any indication, this is going to be good stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for the next show.
I agree, bro.
I'm sure we'll see you guys there.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see you guys there. Final thoughts, Mike King.
AEW, once again, I think they had a great show.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, I think it was a great show. I think it was definitely worth the money for the pay-per-view. It was a good showing. A lot of excitement, a lot of surprises. Huge surprise at the end to leave the cliffhanger on what's going on with Moxley. Who else is going to be a surprise in AEW? I think they did what they needed to do. Storyline wise, and I'll definitely look at for the next one to come and see who else is going to be on there.
Oh yeah,
hopefully they start pulling some of these hot independent guys onto the show. Like Sefa Fatu.
And, for sure,
all them guys, and shout out to that Samoan Dynasty family.
Absolutely.
I mean, they got American Werewolf. All
Jacob
them guys,
Fatu,
those guys definitely deserve to be on mainstream. So.
For sure, I agree with that. My final thought is satisfied. I was very happy with the show, front to back. I mean, they really provided something different with a budget, and man, I'm excited for what this is gonna be. I'm also excited for All Out in Chicago, their next show they're gonna be doing. Oh man, definitely want to try our best to get there. No promises as of right now, but we're definitely going to try our best to try to get to All Out and be involved in what's going to be a huge show. Man, Double or Nothing, definitely worth every penny. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we're gonna call this an episode. I got people snoring behind me, like 2 or 3 people snoring behind me. My goodness. It's one. I thought Donovan was over there snoring too. He sleep too. But that's all right. So we're gonna go across here, and Michael, go ahead and plug away, bro.
You can catch me on the Twitter at Mikey Hutch IYH. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to get on there a little bit tonight and see what people are saying, because I've kind of stayed off the internet tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Because I didn't want to have anybody or anything change my opinion on this or try to sway it in any way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what other people's thoughts were, and it seems pretty positive in here.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard any negative stuff.
No, I haven't.
I think if you say anything negative, you're really reaching.
Yeah.
You're wanting negative stuff to be there, I think.
Yeah.
Again, just good stuff. But yeah, it was great joining you, being on the show again, and looking forward to doing more. I think wrestling's going to be awesome again.
I think so too.
So yeah, thanks for joining us, and regardless what side you're on, we are one.
We are one. And of course, the ladies' man, Mike King. Go ahead and plug away, bro.
I think it's a really exciting time for wrestling again.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be awesome. Definitely support your independent wrestling.
Absolutely.
Support all wrestling. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's AEW, WWE, MLW, DCCW, my own promotion.
Yeah.
Support professional wrestling, because without all the fans, there is no wrestling, period.
Right.
You guys can catch me at Mike King MK on Instagram or MK Mike King on Twitter.
Here you go.
I'm also on Facebook as well, so you guys reach out if you want to talk to me or whatnot. Thank you once again for allowing me to be on In Your House. It was definitely a privilege to be on here. So
appreciate you, bro. Definitely appreciate you. Guys, this was another great episode. You guys were awesome. Everybody in the chat, we were happy to give away prizes. I think everybody here is a little tired, but I'm just feeling high on wrestling, and it's been great. Guys, this was another great episode. You guys already know what we do around here. This is what we do. We give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling. Hey, let me let you know where you guys can listen to us at. You guys can listen to us at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Oh, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. Hey, you can listen to us on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. Check us out October 5th, Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're going to give you that work. We're going to try to get those interviews. We're going to try to see who we can talk to. That is what we do, and that's exactly what we are going to do. We want to talk to the Stinger. We want to talk to the Boogeyman. We want Ken Anderson. We want all of that work. Guys, something new started tonight. Start the movement. Now, get with AEW and hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone. Because the household, we're going strong. You guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Peace.